you, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
What up, y'all? Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Come on in, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Happy Wednesday. Hump day. It is hump day, and I ain't humping. Come on in, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. I'm so sorry. I am super late. I had a horrible morning. Like, horrible. However, I was not gonna not go without the day or go the day without coming on here and Joce y'all. So I am here. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys hump in the name of me, I guess. Hump for me, girl. Somebody hump for me. You ain't gotta think about me when you're doing it, but at least right before you go into it. You know how they used to pull out liquor when the niggas be going on to glory? Right before somebody going on in a humping, please send one up for me, Lord. It's been a rough morning. Come on in. Get the likes up on the video. Subscribe to the channel. We got a little show going on today. And I forgot. Oh, this is what we talking about. Tami Roman and her daughter, they did a podcast. And obviously Tami is still not, she's still not accepting her daughter. We're going to get into that. Then we have the Asian lady who I've seen on the internet before. Came on here to drag Black American women, talking about we not helping them protest. Where are we? Where's our humanity and all that stuff? And I'm going to get on here to tell y'all why we don't care and why we laughing. We got that. And then we got a couple other things because I left my pad over there. But either way, y'all get in here. Oh, I got it right here. Wendy Osefo resigns, allegedly. We got a lot to discuss. Come on in. Get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Okay, didn't she take what video down? Did she take the video down? What video? Tami or Wendy? I don't. Oh, the Asian lady. The Asian lady. We're gonna get into it. Y'all, because when I seen it, I said, what? Girl, when I seen this lady, when I saw that lady, I saw Tyreek had shared it. Yeah, she called us a coward and everything, huh, girl? Girl, I seen that. And you know what's crazy? I didn't even watch all of it. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. This is weird and it's probably not good journalism. So please don't do what I'm doing because I'm not even no journalist. But when I be coming on here with these stories, I don't be listening to all of it. I listen to maybe 15 seconds of it. And the first 15 seconds of it let me know if I need to Joce it. I'm gonna be honest. So when I be coming on here and we be listening to it, I be knowing what it's about. But I don't really know what it's about till we listen to it. So when I see the Asian lady, the first 15 seconds, I knew we had the Joce. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what she said after that. We gonna get into it together. But I knew right then and there, 5 seconds in, I said, oh yeah, I gotta get her on here. 5 seconds in, I hurry up and retweeted. I said, let me get her up here. We gotta Joce her tomorrow. So anyways, we got to get into that, y'all. Get the likes up on the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get the morning announcements out the way, shall we, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Come on in. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And the number one thing we over here preach is to do genealogy. Genealogy is the key. If you want reparations, you need genealogy. If you want to find out who you are, you need genealogy. If you want to know who you are and what your family where your family placed their mark in this land that we call America, please do your genealogy. If you want money and reparations, you can't get it without no genealogy. Okay, so do your genealogy. It is going to help you. It will help nobody other than yourself. Have somebody in your family who's a family historian to do the genealogy. All it is a family tree, but it goes upwards. Find out who your mother was, who her mother was, her mother was, so on and so forth. This is the key to our success and the key to us breaking out of these mental chains. The key to breaking out of these mental chains, you guys, is to first of all free our minds. And the only way to do that is through understanding identity. Who are you? The reason we've been lost, because we've been running around here saying we black. Black is nothing. That's why we lost. And we love saying we black. And I'm guilty of it too. You know what I'm saying? However, that misnomer within itself, among others, has been the biggest issue amongst us. Now it's time to find out who we are. We are in the age of Aquarius. You can just settle for being black if you want to. But I personally want to know exactly who I am and where I came from. And I come from a bloodline of gods, okay? And so do you. So please do your genealogy. Shout out to everybody in the building. Also, meditating and grounding. Make sure you guys do a little meditating and grounding. Listen, grounding for your energy is, when I tell you, listen, grounding, not only for your energy, for your physical health, your spiritual health, your mental health, grounding will help you. All you got to do is take your shoes off, put your feet to the soil, or as we say in the regular world, soil, and just ground your energy. It will help you with your decision making. It will help you if you have anxiety issues. Ground your energy, okay? Please ground your energy. And also meditating, and we need to go within. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Let's get into it with the Holy Spirit. We need to tap in so that we can unleash these ancestral knowledges and things that we have to help our people. So y'all make sure we do all that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's get right on into what's up, Des. Let's get right on into the show. So you guys, before we get into it, y'all know I keeps me a cute little, honorable mention tea, right? And remember yesterday we was talking about Turk, and remember I told y'all Turk coming back. He came back yesterday, or whatever that day that was, when he was on that podcast trying to be all humble, talking about, I don't know why they felt like I threatened them. I ain't threatened nobody. I don't understand. Oh, why niggas is saying this, that, and the third. And I said, but Turk, you had went off on them niggas like hard, like real bad. As a matter of fact, you was around there acting like you was gonna pop BG. And we know Jizzle ain't no popper. I mean, not in the way you think. You see what I'm saying? So when Turk, you was on here talking all that stuff, you feel what I'm saying? Jizzle got scared. Yeah, Turk from Cash Money. I like them hot, the ones that don't tell me to stop. And Jizzle is fragile, bro. Have y'all seen Jizzle? Y'all seen him over there trying to pronounce paprika? He almost broke his lips. That's how fragile he was. And then Turk done got thick. His belly is big like Santa Claus. That nigga Jizzle got scared. Let me show you one of the things Turk was in here saying. Look at Turk. Now, mind you, yesterday, he was like, I don't know. I had put aside my Joseph album. Put aside the tour for the Joseph tour. See if a nigga invite a nigga back on the tour. You know how that nigga mouth be. You know how that nigga got the Bobby Brown mouth sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? You know, nigga done, put little Joseph, put Joseph aside, you know what I'm saying? Just to see if a nigga gonna invite a nigga back on the tour. I told my wife, I said, we just gonna put, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna put the Joseph on the side, see if them niggas gonna call me for the verses. And then next thing you know, niggas ain't never call. And I'm sitting here saying, why are you dumb like that? Why? Did that dog food fry your brain at 6, nigga? That's what it is. The dog food fried that nigga brain. The Alpo ate that nigga brain from the inside out. I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back. Alpo ate that nigga brain from the inside out. Now let me give you a little taste of what Turk was running. Look at Turk, man.
They never told the truth, nigga. They got niggas be on this bitch straight disrespecting y'all, homie. And you nigga try to play with me, man. Y'all got me fucked up, man. Nigga, have the energy for niggas who want that type of time with you. And stop fucking lying on me. Trying to make it like I'm a op. What about all these other niggas that coming and saying you this, you that? This nigga says you this, he say he got this on you, he got that. You ain't telling these niggas nothing. Talk to me, Jack. I ain't did never told the truth, nigga.
Listen, I was only showing y'all this because Turk had been on a spree, cutting up. Man, Jizzle, no, you know what I'm saying? Then when they kicked your ass off the tour, now you won't come back all humble with your tail tucked between your legs, talking about how you moved the Joce album on the side. That's your fault, Duck Goose. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody but you. Okay? Now the verses is gonna go off without a hitch. I seen Master P duck ass over there talking about we got some production, we got lights. He just so happy to be back in front of the camera. You know, he been around there trying to sell them whack ass shoes. And I was asking where Turk wife was. She's so pretty, but I'm starting to ask. I need to talk to her. Get on here. Look at her. She's so pretty. And Turk might be a good dude, but one of y'all gotta have brains, Miss Turk. One of y'all gotta put the foot down. And I feel like it should be you. Not because Turk not no man. Turk is definitely a man. However, he has been told what to do for the majority of his adult life. So I feel like you should just step right back into the doggone shoes. Girl, open your eyes in your mouth and say something to this nigga. I get it. You want to support your man. I get it. I'm here for it. I'm going to support my man. Until it's time to be real. Come on now. You ain't got to tell us. Close the door, turn off all the lights, and hold that nigga hand and tell him the truth. You in here dancing with this nigga, and he over here putting the Joce album on the side to hope that he get back. Girl, Miss Turk, please, ma'am, please get your husband. Please. Get your husband. Get him back on tour with the Joce album. Ain't nobody coming to see Turk. He got one part on the whole tour. I like him hot. The ones that don't tell me to stop. Eats, swallow, and they know how to pop. I need a project chick, a hood rat chick, one that don't give up and say she took that. That's all he got. The whole tour, that's the only part y'all coming up there to say. And at the end of the day, if we being completely honest, if we being real with each other, we don't need him here to say that. I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry. I got to say that part. Now, when I told y'all the nigga was locked up, 90% of Cash Money tour or career, y'all was saying, woo, you do. But when we really peel back the layers, that's all he got. We don't need him there. Play the tape. We don't need him now. Play the tape. Shit. Turk, please. Please, Turk. We don't have time. Shoot. All that ugly ass shit. And look at Master P. Girl, look at P. I hate everything about P. I don't hate P, no. I really don't. But I can see through P, and P a fake ass nigga. And Mia X, I seen your crazy ass over there standing behind there. Now, wasn't you just on here hollering and screaming about when they put your name on the marquee? Down there at Essence Festival, Mia, get your bald head ass up here, because I still ain't forgot you. I still ain't forgave you for vax that thing up. You are juvenile. So I still feel some type of way about you, the biggest mama. So please don't start me. Now, you was just over here crying and acting a nigga when he put your name on the marquee down there at Essence. You wrote a whole dissertation about how you ain't on that and you ain't nobody called you, and I don't know why they put my name and my likeness and images, and I don't got nothing to do with Percy and all of this, that, and the third. Now, as soon as here come the Arab with the long nose and the nigga with the wide head, soon as they pull up asking y'all if y'all want a versus, here you come. Look at Mia. Look at the biggest mama, girl. When I tell you these people is fake. Fake. And I said what I said. They fake. I would never forgive Mia X and Juvenile for coming on this doggone thing saying vax that thing up during the time where niggas wasn't trying to get no vaccine. I said what I said. Her and Juvenile remixed the song, back that thing up. And let me say this too, because I wasn't living in New Orleans, but I kept my ear to the streets as I always do. They said that they was out there offering them niggas pounds of crawfish, 2-3 pounds of crawfish to go get a vaccine. Now, a few of them they caught with the hook, but most of them niggas ain't won't do it. And then here come Mia and here come Juvenile. Vax that thing up. Oh, I ain't never forgave them mother pluckers ever since. And I ain't gonna say what I won't say after that, but I will say some things simultaneously. I ain't gonna say simultaneously, but some things took place that I felt like lined up where they were supposed to line up. Because if a action yields a certain result that could affect others, but also provide karma, then I looked at A and connected it to B, saw C as the result, and then looked at the karma as D and said, okay, all that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying how I figured out some things. Let's get into these people is fake. These people is fake. And I don't care. Don't nobody get no pass. These people is fake. Say what I said. Let's get into it.
Some years of love, it's a celebration.
And what's Silk doing there? Hold on. I paused. I forgot that nigga was there. What is Silk doing there? Now, don't get me wrong. When I was young, I had a crush on Silk. Ooh, with his little Tourette sounding ass. But what is he doing there? We don't want to hear a goddamn thing Silk got to say. I'm telling you now.
No Limit Soldiers, Men in the Building, Fiend, Silk, Snoop.
Look at her.
Y'all know it's about to go crazy. We in Dallas, Texas, man. Love. This
Big
is where we come from. No Limit Soldier. Get ready for the No Limit Chronicle. No Limit.
And what's Snoop doing there? Snoop got a song and a half. What is he doing there? And don't give me Snoop Dogg was signed to No Limit, girl, for 2 days, girl. Snoop did a song and a half. You all know the one song, and half of y'all don't know the half a song. F them other niggas. What's the other song? Girl, what is Snoop doing there? Like, I'm serious. Nah, it's a lot of people that should be there. But Snoop ain't got enough. Here, another one. Play the tape. We don't. Listen, here another one. We don't need Snoop in the building. Play the tape. You see what I'm saying? Girl, I hate America. I hate America. I hate the world. I swear to God. I just hate everything about it. Right. So listen, that's what it is. I hate America. I hate the world. I hate everything about where we at. Because, girl, why is these people playing in our face? And Mia. Look at Snoop. No Limit Soldiers. I thought I told you. Look at Mia. Hey, girl. All right, girl. I remember you from church. All right. Yeah. Bitch, wasn't your bald head ass around here just crying because he had you on the marquee for Essence? Now you want to change your mind? What, you want to come jump out the window hollering? Oh, what the hell say? Whatever the bitch said on girl, Mama Mia, please. Listen, Mia X plays in y'all face. She don't play in mine. I see right through her. She play in y'all face. She don't play in mine. Okay? Mia, please. And Percy, you better than me. Because see, when the verses came around after that slut went down there to the Essence and all of the Instagram people and told them I'm using her name, image, and likeness without her approval, bitch, she would have had to beg me and crawl and cry to see if she can get on that verses, bitch, please. And when I would have let her back on there, I would have told her, you come out for your verse and your verse only and leave, bitch. Yeah, you cut and showed your ass. You showed your ass for Essence. Now here come the verses. Here you come. Girl, these people is fake. You know why I don't like people like this? These the type of people that's cool with you at the job. Hear me out. The reason why I don't like people like this and those type of behaviors warn me or alarm me is because these are the type of people that's cool with you when y'all working together and you don't even know behind the scenes, they playing it close with the management and they snitching. And the next thing you know, you wondering why your career regressing and theirs going up. And you like, dang, what the? And then when they finally get in a position where like they over you or some shit, or they get to where they won't get, then they show their true colors. That's them. Whatever benefits them at the time, that's all that matters. So Mia X had the issue with Master P, as she should, because Master P did her dirty by putting her on the flyer. However, all that went out the window when you saw another stage. You fake, Mia. You fake. Either he gonna play with you or he not gonna play with you. That's why he play with you, because you fake. Let's move on. That's why he play with you, because you fake. You fake. So next time, don't get on here crying in your high-pitched Mickey Mouse voice. Because I don't understand why P. We don't want to hear that ugly ass shit. Go home and make you some cabbage or something. Cook you some greens. They say you be around there cooking, huh? Go home and cook. We don't want to hear none of that ugly ass shit. Don't get on here crying. Cook. We like to see your food. Put your food on here. They say, they say you make a good mean shrimp pasta. Make a batch of pasta when you're getting your feelings. Don't come on here with that ugly ass shit. And I said what I said. Okay? And look at Young Thug. Now, they say his teeth was bad. I saw Charleston White said it, but I didn't know how bad it was. Did y'all see this? Look at Young Thug.
As you know me, I came from nothing in the world. You looking at me right now, it means you see what's around me. This is mine. Which I have everything I want right now. You a bitch, man. You're bigger than the view right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Bigger than the view that you're looking at right now. The top floor is my shit. Mine. I salute everybody who's doing it, but do it. That's what they want to fire up. They want to be on thug. I want you to say.
And Charleston said that nigga went put veneers on top of that. Bitch, the dentist should lose their license for even doing that shit. The dentist should lose their license for putting caps on top of some shit like that. And this is the worst thing. You know how y'all always be saying on Instagram and on Twitter and stuff, people be like, you're not ugly, you just poor. You know what that tells you? You know what it makes me? It begs me to ask the question, what actually is beauty then? Because if you got to be piled on with all this shit to be beautiful, then are you really beautiful? And the answer is always going to come back to no. Like, what's that girl name? What's the girl name whose shape looked like a slice of pizza? Who just came out, she got all the work done on her face, and she came out with the face looking like a ghost, the ghost of Christmas yesterday. What's the girl name? And she went viral, and her face looked like they rolled over it with an 18-wheeler. Like, after y'all get off the ground, not bad, baby. It's a black girl, a light-skinned girl with a black girl. Was it Ari Lennox? I think that's her name. Or Ari the Dawn. I'm gonna go pull her up because I want y'all to see this. Hold on. I'm gonna go pull her up. Is it Ari? How you spell her name? The girl with the pie face. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The girl whose face looked like a peach pie. The apple pie face girl. This girl. What's her name? Oh yeah, Ari the Dawn. There she go. There she go. She looks so good on Instagram. She looks so good. I wonder if she got that other picture on here. The one without the makeup. That's the one I want to see. Because, girl. And again, and I'm only using this to bring up the thug thing. Hold on, Ari. Hold on. Where that picture of that girl? Here she go. Now, I'm not talking about the girl. Because she a pretty girl. But you could tell with the work she had on her face, it kind of messed with, I guess, the normal flow of her face. Black women, you're not supposed to do that. Can y'all see this picture? Like, black women, you are not supposed to play in your face. Listen, black women. Listen, black women. This is what I'm trying to tell you. The reason why they do things to themselves is because they have to. The melanin in our skin causes us not to age as much as they do. So at 30, 40, and 50, they have to go get Botox. They have to go get that stuff. Like, for instance, booty. Even black women who don't have no ass, Put them next to a white woman with no ass, and a black woman with no ass still look like she got an ass. The point I'm making is things that they have to do because they're deficit, they have a deficit, we don't have to. And then when we do it, this is what happens. So even with the veneers, because all it is dentures, let's really talk about it. Veneers ain't nothing but some permanent dentures. That's all it is. Because all they doing is putting caps over some raggedy teeth. But even with this girl went done whatever to her face, and you can still see that she's pretty. But whatever she's done has literally altered her face. But it begs me to ask the question, like I said, what then is beauty? Because if beauty looks only like this, hold on. Because my question would be, and I know this is the case because I see it all the time. So I guess my question would be, so then if like this would be the standard of beauty, or let me go to another picture, one where, let me go to this video. This right here has become our standard of beauty in America. This has become our standard of beauty in America, right? And it's because we live in a meta world called Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and things of that nature, right? So when we see regular girls like me, like you, even you don't even look at yourself and see beauty because you think that this right here is the standard of beauty. But the fact of the matter is it's fake, because underneath all of this lies this. So then again, what is the standard of beauty? If you can take somebody like Young Thug from this, when I tell you the neglect inside of this boy's mouth, he has never probably seen a dentist from the moment he stepped into the world. I can't even see in his mouth. And I can surmise that the inside of his mouth was dead. He probably don't know what the inside of a dentist's office looked like prior to letting them white folks just put some caps over that shit. So they spliffed him up, shaved him up, added about 15, 20 pounds on him, put him in front of you in the skirt, and boom, birthed the new guy, aka celebrity that y'all loved and adored. Whole time underneath it all was this. You know, even when I started wearing makeup, I always said, I don't want my makeup to look so unrealistic to when I take it off, you can't recognize me. That's why I do minimal makeup. I don't do contouring. I don't do all of that. Minimal makeup, foundation, slits on the eyes, fix up the brows, girl, let's go. Okay? Not because I don't have an issue, not because I have an issue with makeup, because I don't. I think that especially in this photo, in this video, where is it? Especially in this video, I think that Ari looks stunning, breathtaking actually, but it's not real. It's just not. Beautiful to have on the wall, but when that nigga go home and the lights go out, that's what he got. So then I ask you, you know what I'm saying? I ask you guys, what then is beauty? And why did we put the fakeness as the standard? This is what we loved about the 90s so much. You know what we loved about the 90s so much? The fresh faces of the women. I told y'all back in the 90s, if you wore a weave, you got talked about. Nigga, you had to fight somebody because they'll drag you down to the ground for wearing a wig. A weave. A wig wasn't even up for discussion. I was introduced to makeup at 20 years old. The reason why them girls in the 90s were so beautiful was because they weren't tainted with all of this. Right, queen? Right, queen? Girl, if you had weave, even with me with this drawstring ponytail right now, I got a drawstring ponytail. This is not my hair. This is a ponytail right here. My hair is a mess. But if I would have wore this in the 90s to school, I'd have been every bald head there was. Do you hear me? Even if I got hair, On this day, coming in with just this little bitty drawstring, I'd have been a bald head. It was a badge of honor to grow your hair out. Now everything is fake. But I'm saying all that to say, man, we got to start going back to the drawing board and reevaluating. Because listen, that's why when we saw Clarissa Shields, that's why most of y'all just didn't like her. She didn't fit this. Y'all let the internet, y'all logged into this meta world on the internet, and the internet made you think that this was real. This not real. Real people don't walk around looking like this. You don't look like this. Matter of fact, she don't even look like this. So now you put your standard up to that, and that ain't even her. Big difference. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like I said from the beginning, Clarissa Shields, yeah, she a little rough. You could tell she was from the horrible side of Flint, okay? We all know it. It's different types of blacks. They got the rough blacks, the okay blacks, and the high class blacks. Most of us don't fall into the high class. Most of us fall into the okay or the rough blacks. And no shade. This is no shade. Dagarissa comes from the rough part of the blacks. No shade. But the thing is, other than outside of that, she's the average woman. She looks like you. She looks like me. She looks like your mom. She looks like mine. But y'all making that internet. Y'all better log out of this meta world, man. Y'all do know y'all be in different universes when y'all do that, right? That's why I tell y'all, when I log out the internet, I literally log out. I don't know what happened after I log out here. Don't know, don't care. Couldn't act, don't know. Because when I log out. So I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Wendy Osefo, still in the news, trying to save face like the Africans do. Shout out to the Africans. I ain't about to do that. Shout out to the Africans, okay? Now, Wendy Osefo obviously is the Real Housewives of Potomac. She was just found to have committed fraud. Apparently, Wendy and her husband, Happy Eddie, who is allegedly a tax attorney, and she was allegedly a professor at Johns Hopkins, allegedly. And I'm saying all this allegedly because once I see one kind of fraud, I feel like everything is fraud, okay? Anyways, so her and her husband on Real Housewives of Potomac, trying to keep up with the Joneses and act like they was this, that, and the third, decided to commit fraud. They decided to go out of town and do the same staged break-in that every other housewife has done in history, but they did it in a horrible way. So apparently Wendy and her husband went out of town, came home to a burglarized home, who they said was burglarized while the alarm was on. Now they got ADT. I got ADT too. Let's start there first. A lot of us got ADT. And one thing I know, if you set that alarm to away, bitch, at the crack of a crack, the alarm going off. And let's just say the alarm don't go off. You getting all type of motion detections to your phone. You getting all types of alerts, all types of stuff that ADT have set up so that you know when you out of town, if there's something going on around your crib, we got you, fat. That's why they call them ADT, allegedly, okay? But Wendy and her husband then went down there and told them crackers and the insurance people. Now, let's be clear. It's different tiers of crackers. Just like we talked about the different tiers of Negroes, it's different tiers of clears. Do we need to go over them? Sure, let's go over them. Because I need you Negroes to understand, okay? There's different tiers of the clears. You got your trailer park, low brow, nothing to look forward to as clears. These are your beer drinking, cousin effing, redneck, country music listening to, you know what I'm saying? Meth smoking clears. Them the low brow, the lowest of the low. All of the clears hate them. All of the clears can put their differences aside to say, we hate them clears, okay? So they the worst of the worst. You don't run into them often, but when you do, you know it. See, the clears like to keep them tucked in the bite. They give them a trailer park and tell them stay over there. So we don't hardly get to see them. That's why when Drewski did that skit of the redneck at the doggone at the place, they went crazy because they like to keep them off to the side. You see what I'm saying? Anyways, that's the bottom tier of the clears. All of the other clears hate them with everything in them. The only thing they hate more than them is Negroes. And sometimes it's a toss-up. Then you got your middle class clears. That's your everyday clears. That's your clears you see walking in the grocery store doing this. That's your clears down working at the bank. That's your clears work down at the schoolhouse. That's your clears that's helping to make sure you can get these loans and things of that nature. And then you have the high class, top level tier clears. Them the ones you don't see. Them the ones with the quiet money. Them the ones making decisions behind the scenes and you would never know it. Them the ones standing next to you at the Kroger or at the Publix with some ragged ass shoes on, but getting into a ragged ass car as they pull up to one of their investment properties. You get it? So they got different levels of clears, okay? Now, my girl here, the Nigerian scammer, and I don't want nobody to get on here and say, but voodoo, don't do that. All Nigerians aren't scammers. I know they ain't all scammers. I'm just saying all the ones that be coming over here be ending up scamming. I ain't never said they was all scammers. I just said when they be coming over here, a lot of times we be finding out they be scamming. Okay? Now, at the end of the day, nobody expected Wendy and her husband to be around here scamming. Why? Because y'all fell for the labels. Y'all fell for the titles. Y'all felt because she's Dr. Wendy with 4 degrees from Johns Hopkins and he's attorney Eddie, Happy Eddie, that they could never, oh God, never do something like this. And I keep telling y'all are mixing reality with real and it's not cool. See, this is the reality of the thing. The reality of the situation is Wendy and her husband are poor Black Africans that's coming over here trying to fake the phone. Fake it till they make it. I knew it the first moment she slithered down them stairs. I told y'all that. When the bitch couldn't come on with her own identity, I knew she could not be trusted. And let this be a lesson to each and every one of y'all out in this world. If you run across somebody and you can't pinpoint an identity, you need to go as far away from them. Because that mother plucker can turn into anybody in any moment at any given time. Okay? So the moment she slithered down her stairs with her 4 degrees and that didn't work, and then she went into panic mode trying to be any and everything else, I knew right then and there the bitch couldn't be trusted. Now, did I give her fraud? No, because she a political commentator. But then again, it makes sense because I keep telling y'all too. That's another thing. Y'all, they just doing this because she Black. They just doing this because she be on CNN, because she a Democrat. Shut your duck ass up. They doing this because she a scammer. Is she getting the Black experience by getting exposed harder than the clears? Yes. Welcome to the party, you late duck. That's what they do. But at the end of the day, her and her husband, Happy Eddie the attorney, and Duck Goose, the professor, Wendy decided to scam the doggone insurance company for over $400 and some odd $1,000. This slut and her husband allegedly went down to the insurance people, said they went out of town, didn't know nothing. Somebody climbed through the second floor window, not the first. The second floor window, and stole over 50 items. Not the first floor, the second floor. They didn't come in the first floor and left with the 50-something items out the first floor. They came in the second floor, according to Wendy, and left out the second floor with 50-something items. Valued at $400,000+. And you Negroes and Niglets at the bottom are so poor, I ain't talking about money, poor, that you can't even look at this situation for what it is. Wendy tried to scam an insurance company. That's like trying to scam the mob. Bitch, you not about to win. And even when you win, you still gonna take a L, because as soon as you go to another insurance company, they getting that right back. The game is rigged. It ain't never been set up for you niggas to win. And for some of us that are smart enough to win and actually beat them out of it, the very, very few, those are the ones who are able to do it. But the average get caught. And because Wendy came to America with no identity, with no sense of purpose, with her mother's identity on her back, which is why she was a damn professor in the first place, because she came over here with all of that dismay and mayhem on her brain. She came here trying to keep up with the Joneses and dropped Africa completely. Nigeria where, bitch? The most I heard this whole even mention Nigeria was when Nneka was on here and she wanted to be the #1 Nigerian. Then on top of that, let's be clear. Then she turned around and asked, and no, her husband was emailing her, not texting, emailing her saying, hey, give me some more stuff to claim, allegedly, paraphrasing, asking her for some more things to claim on the insurance claim so that they can meet the threshold of the minimum of $400,000 and some odd $1,000. Them bitches going to jail. And on top of that, allegedly, she knew about this and resigned from her job at her alleged part-time job at some college teaching reality TV. That hoe going to jail. Her and Happy Eddie. Them bitches going to jail. As they should. And Candy Eyes got her duck ass up here. One would opine. And here come niggas who don't know nothing. Oh, that's how Tip got y'all duck ass. That's just how T.I. got y'all. Oh, because the petition was, and look at you niggas. Ooh, that nigga smart. Ooh. That nigga might not have graduated 6th grade, but that nigga smart. And all Candy Eyes got to come up. One may opine. And here come niggas. Oh, they're so intelligent. They're so bright. Oh. And both of these hoes couldn't put 2 nickels together to rub them for fire. Girl, bye. Both of these hoes couldn't put their brains in the box and say, let's think. Candy Eyes depends on her mom. She can't do nothing without her mom. And as we can see, Duck Goose the third over here, Wendy can't say let's think because her and her husband got 12 degrees between the both of them. And none of them couldn't realize this is not a good plan. Duck, Goose. All you niggas and bitches care about is what a nigga say. Ooh, she used the one may opine. The bitch said a whole bunch of nothing, talking loud and ain't saying nothing. Bitch, that hoe going to jail. And I said what I said. Bitch, you tried to scam the people out of $400,000 and some $1,000, and them people had already been watching you. They had already told you. And then you won't come out here and say, oh, yeah, I didn't get fired from Johns Hopkins. I resigned. Oh, bitch, please tell that to the average Duck Goose. You must think you talking to bitches. You must think you talking to Summer, Dahlia, Lex. Bitch, please. And this is no shade. See, some of us come from that world. You get it. Some of us know how corporate America works. Some of us know how this whole thing goes. And we know that the job don't give a fuck about what you tell us. They don't care. Let me tell y'all something for y'all in the bike. When you working with Fortune 500 companies, do you think they give a damn about what you go tell the world what happened at the job? No. You can go tell them, as long as you don't disparage that company, they do not care if you lie about being fired or let go. They don't care. As a matter of fact, they don't care so much so that they will give you the option. They will say, hey, girl, we about to fire you. So to save face and to give you a good reference, you could just go ahead and resign, or we're going to go ahead on and draft up this paperwork. What you want to do? That's how it works. See, this ain't Checkers, Rallies. This ain't McDonald's. This ain't Mike Donald's. They don't say, you fired, and then go on the internet and say, yeah, we fired that hoe. That don't go like that. Corporate America and them Fortune 500 companies don't give a damn about what you come on here and tell us. As long as you don't talk crazy about them, they don't care. So they allowed this hoe to come on here and say she resigned. But Wendy, you can't fool all of us. Some of us come from that world, Fat. Them folks called you in there after you found out allegedly. This is what I believe. They called you and told you your ass was under investigation long time ago. You and Happy Eddie already knew your ass was on the chopping block, dummy. But you not even smart enough, or your husband, not even smart enough to, at the beginning of the investigation, start to move certain things around to make sure shit don't pop off. Nope. Y'all not even smart enough to make the plan and then go back and say, what do we need to tie up loose ends wise? What do we need to delete from the Instagram? What do we need to go fix on social? Y'all didn't do nothing. All you niggas did was start at the plan and stop right there. And that's why y'all right where y'all at. Y'all are a disgrace to the scammers of Nigeria. After all that scamming Simon done did in Atlanta, all that successful scamming Peter Thomas done did, here you come. So y'all done did all of that. Them people been watching y'all. Them people say they have receipts of this girl going back into the store to turn in the items she had done already reported to the insurance claim, or the insurance people as stolen. Let me give you guys a little tidbit. I have an engagement ring in here. I told y'all from the time I was engaged or whatever. But I only put it under insurance because under my homeowner's insurance, they ask you if you have jewelry, right? And fuck it, I don't never want to wear it again, but it's up there. But let's really be clear. Let's say that ring was $200,000-$300,000. Do you know when you tell the insurance company that you have that, they automatically send up a red flag waiting on you to do some shit? They not asking you what's in your house to help you. They asking you what's in the house to help them. You see, if you don't tell them I have a $400,000 ring, then they're not responsible for it. But if you do, and you tell me, then I'm going to make sure good and damn well this was a damn sure a legit robbery. And with them, they never thought it through. They didn't have no tracks leading in and out the door. Nothing. These investigators allegedly have not in text messages. My bad. Happy Eddie thought that it would be best to email, according to Happy Eddie. Maybe he thought when the police subpoena phones, they only look through text messages. Maybe in his mind, he thought they would only start and stop at the text messages. So he emailed his wife asking her for more items to add to the list. Y'all duck ass going to jail. And let this be a lesson to all the other housewives and all you other bitches who running around here saying, I can't believe this. Oh my God. Why not? None of this is what it seems. I have been telling you this for how long? Hell, reality TV, the storylines ain't even real. What make you think the people on here is real? I've been telling y'all that. Even with the Irie girl and all these other social media influences, these people is not who y'all think they is. I've been telling y'all that. She tried to keep up. Wendy don't have no identity. She is nothing. She's trying to find herself. Wendy emailed her spouse, her husband, to try to set up what they're going to put on the insurance paperwork to claim. Crazy work. So look at Wendy came out. Look at what she said. Wendy Osefo's team says she resigned and was not terminated from teaching position and reports amid reports of removal from Wesleyan University. All she care about right now is her reputation. But Wendy, my Wendy, bitch, you better care about more than that. Who gonna watch them churn when your ass go to jail? Now, I would say bring them by the mall, but I seen that heifer morph into a white woman on Instagram, and I didn't like it. And in that point in time, I don't trust Carter, Cruz, Cameron, or Keloid. I don't trust her around none of the churn. Okay, so now my thing is, if you and your husband go down to the prison, who gonna watch your churn? So here she go. All she care about right now is saving face. Fame is a drug. Clout is a drug. Look at what it says. Contrary to recent media reports, Dr. Wendy Osefo was not terminated from a faculty position at Wesleyan University. She formally submitted her letter of resignation prior to any public announcement made by the university. Dr. Osefo made the voluntary decision to step down from her role. This decision was made independently and communicated directly to the university before any external reports surfaced. And that's from Representative of Wendy Osefo. Yes, but what y'all don't know is, according to the backstory, Wendy was alarmed or alerted of the investigation, and then she resigned. All of this for nothing. Diva Kika say they're gonna lose everything. I don't think they're gonna lose everything because they never had it. I believe it was all a scam. I believe it was all a lie from the beginning. I don't believe anything about. Listen, I keep telling y'all about these storylines. I'm not being funny. I'm not being mean. It's the truth. It comes off bad because you don't want to hear it. It's the God's honest truth. But she was removed from her teaching position. Now, mind you, this is a class about reality TV and whatever. And I'm sitting here thinking, why would Wendy be the person to teach reality TV? She don't even have enough experience in that. But if we're going to be completely honest, you want to know why they picked Wendy to teach anything about Black American centered reality TV? Because they always replacing us with a representative. I told y'all that. They could have got Gizzard. They could have even got Robert to go over there and teach the course. This girl don't even have enough experience on reality TV to be teaching a course in America about Black American reality TV. Jocelyn Hernandez, Suki could have taught a better class. But they chose her because, like I keep telling y'all, all y'all care about is being in your feelings, and you don't realize when they're using the people that you like to replace you. All it was about was replacing you. I'm telling you, this whole thing is about keeping you. They want to make Black Americans so lost and stupid that we walk around not knowing that we slaves. They're going to take other Africans to represent us to you. That's why they're calling themselves Black Americans now. They want to put them in our place so that they can get, and I'm telling you, I think they're the ones behind this shit. It ain't them white folks. It's somebody from Africa. It's one of them melanated mother pluckers from that other side of that globe. I know it. I feel it. You niggas keep focusing on the white boy. Keep focusing on them. I got a bigger enemy to fry. It ain't the white boys. The white boys is the front man. Pay attention to the moves on the board. Why do these white folks care about these Nigerians and these people like this so much? Think. Why would white people set them up? Think. If white people are as racist as we believe they are, why do they care about Nigeria? Think. They're using these people to replace us. I'm telling you, that's what they're trying to do. This is why they put her in position at the college to teach reality TV. Wendy don't even have enough experience. She's not a Black American. She's an African cosplaying. A foreigner with a hard ER. I called it from day one. I'm standing 10 toes on that. And ain't no nigga or no African gonna come in here and make me change my mind about it. She's a fucking cosplayer. And everything done in the dark gonna come to the light. So anything else she had hidden, guess what it's about to do? Guess what it's about to do? Fraud is what she is. I called it from the gate, her and her husband. And Happy Eddie, even if it was her fault, I heard she around there blaming it on you. She ain't had nothing to do with it. That's good for your duck ass. And that's her husband. If she running around here telling these folks that she didn't have nothing to do with it, even though it don't matter, that's good for you, Happy Eddie. You getting the karma you deserve. But this here, Wendy, all that fake shit, the veil is lifted. Watch. Y'all about to see everything. Mark my word. Mark my word. Watch. Everything that's been done in the dark about to come right to the light. Because I told y'all, when Cat Williams said what he said, it was more than just for the celebrities. It was more than just for Steve Harvey and those guys. I told y'all that. Child. Let's move on. Because, yeah, she thinks she's trying to save face, girl. Not today, Satan. I see right through you. Some of us see right through you. We're not going to let you do it. Now, let's get into Tami Roman. And this is an educational piece. Let's get into Tami Roman. Tami Roman and her daughter did a podcast. And Tami Roman was talking about a situation with her daughter and not being comfortable yet with her daughter's sexuality. We all know Tami's older daughter is a rapper. And she has came out as lesbian for a long time. Shoot. Hell, Tami daughter been dagging for a little while now. You feel what I'm saying? Now, at first, I knew Tami felt some type of way about it, but as time went on, it seemed like everything was cool. Now, I saw through bits and pieces that Tami still felt the way, but it was never nothing, in my opinion, that I thought that was, you know what I'm saying? That was that deep up until this podcast. So they having a podcast and they're asking Tami why she doesn't accept her daughter, this daughter, more than the other, or just like the other. And Tami responds that basically people normally identify with people who are like them. That is true. And she basically says that she hasn't gotten to a place where she can basically understand it or accept it yet. And she made a comment about her feelings. And I'm talking about Tami's. And in that moment, I said, there it goes. You trying to pin you and what you want onto your daughter, and that's a problem. And another thing I noticed while this clip was going, pay attention to Tami's daughter. What's this daughter? Lyric? Is this one Jazz or Lyric? Don't give me the line. But whatever one this beautiful daughter is, pay attention to her body language. When Tami starts talking about why she doesn't accept her, however she accepts the other one, her whole is Jazz. Okay, her whole demeanor it shifts, and she put her head down. That's childhood trauma on Jazz, and not that in particular, but whatever it was that was happening or said in that conversation triggered some childhood trauma that Jazz ain't never dealt with. Hear me out. And in the moment, she regressed to whatever little girl or whatever childhood trauma right then and there. Now just pay attention to it. Pay attention to Tami. And this needs to be a lesson for everybody. You had your life. For all adults in here, you had your life. Listen, I don't care what you believe. I don't care what you agree with. I don't care what you don't agree with. If you are an adult, especially an adult with grown children, you had your life. Regardless if your child want to grow up to be an actor, a football player, or an axe murderer, that's his or her choice. It's not yours to do. Now, most parents will feel like, but I want this for my child and I want that for my child. And that's why most of y'all kids typically end up the worst. Let children be who they want to be. You live your life. Let your children live theirs. It ain't about what you want when your child getting into be an adult and doing what they want to do. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm rather you agree with it or not. You could be the type of parent to say, you know what? I don't agree with that son or daughter. Keep that over there. That's your choice. Ain't nobody saying you're wrong for that. That's your choice. But it's not right for you to put what you want onto your child. Period. I don't care what it is. It just is what it is. Let's get into it. Pay attention to this whole interview. I saw so much going on in this interview, and my heart really reached it. I felt bad for Jazz. Oh, I felt bad. Let's get into it, y'all. Like the video, subscribe to the channel.
I'm graduating, right? Mm-hmm. Getting my degree, and
she can't be in the
she can't be there.
She can't.
Do you get what I'm saying? My girlfriend can't be there.
Why? That's
true.
Exactly. There's moments that my people have.
Hold on,
Thank you.
Tami.
Let's speak about it if we're going to speak about it. Let's speak about it.
Be there.
And I knew not to even tell. I told her, but she knew. She was like, "Okay, I can't be there." Congrats.
With your
wait, Jazz has a girlfriend. Jazz is graduating, but because her mother isn't comfortable with Jazz having a girlfriend, now Jazz's girlfriend has to miss her graduation. And then the girlfriend understands it. And I'm pretty positive, you know why the girlfriend understands it? Because the girlfriend is so into Jazz, and she knows that Jazz loves her mama dirty draws. Oh, Lord. You can't tell Jazz nothing about her mama, even though her mama probably done did her dirty. And that's why the girlfriend just don't say nothing. Wow. Yeah, college. This is a college graduation too.
Your other daughter.
Oh.
She's straight, right? Her boyfriend's in the past. She's never been allowed to bring her boyfriends around.
She would be.
She would be.
She would be.
And why
Thank
what's the
you.
difference?
Because
Thank you. I love it. Now we talking from.
and you know what's crazy? When black hood parents be 16 in the hood, when they be having the girls be turning lesbian at 14, 15, 16, what's the first thing a nigga say? Well, at least she ain't gonna get pregnant. And then they let the girl have her girlfriends over, but the sister who's straight, she don't get to have no boyfriend. Now it's complete opposite. Girl, the irony.
What you did, you leaned in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I'm leaning. That don't seem fair.
Because now you can see right now, Jazz is kind of like, yeah. Watch when Tami start talking. Pay attention to Jazz's body language and her demeanor.
There's something called confirmation bias. And when people think like you think or appear to be how you are, you're more drawn to those type of people. So my daughter is a heterosexual female. Confirmation bias allows me to accept whatever situation she's presenting versus not really understanding this moment. And so I got to take a step back and figure out how it works for me and how I can be comfortable in that moment, because there's something called mental health that we have to be concerned about. And I got to be concerned about mine. Even though I'm trying to walk with her and love her, I still got to do what's right for me as well.
Okay, but you're not graduating. She is. So this
She's
is not
graduating.
Really about your life. Okay, it's about
So let me say this.
Shout out to Candy for at least telling her straight up, girl, I hear all that, but this ain't about you. This about her. Your daughter graduating college. And then this girl just put her head down and was just like trying to save face. That's fucking with that girl real bad. That's going to shape Jazz in the person that she is in day-to-day life. Jazz may not even know it. It has already shaped her into who she is. It affects her personal relationships. It affects her work relationships. It affects any and everything she does, even though she don't know 90% of the time when it's doing it. It's not about what you want. It's not about that. And see, them generational curses that we got to start breaking. I'm not saying you got to accept everything from your child. Have your beliefs. But I say this. And this ain't no threat. This is a promise. All you parents out here that's been doing this to your kids, this is a new age. Your kids going to leave you for dead. Y'all gonna be looking for these very kids to come and save your ass when you old, contrary, and can't wipe your own ass. And them same kids gonna leave your old, wrinkled, funky, dirty ass for dead. And they're gonna be well within their rights. My generation, we not like that no more. We don't just take abuse because we supposed to. A lot of us is like, fuck all that. Yeah, we cut off our mamas. Oh, yeah. We cut off our mamas. We different. We not like the mamas before us. We different. We will cut off our mamas. Y'all playing. Tami still operating off that old school train of thought of, but that's still my mama. These new kids ain't like that. You're going to mess around and run your kids away from you, black women. Not all of y'all, but the ones like this. And you're going to be by yourself. You cannot control nobody else's life. You can't. And you know what's worse about mamas like that? These the same mamas who felt some type of way about their mama trying to control theirs. Tami is 1,000,000,000% wrong. Either you accept your child or you don't. And it's your choice. If you don't want to accept your child, go that way. Way over fucking there. But don't be so selfish as to maintain your presence in her life and then alter her life because you don't want to face up to the fact that you have insecurities. Come on, man, let's call it. It's selfish, it's fucked up, and it's wrong. And you know what's going to happen to you, Tami? She going to fall in love. And it's going to be a girl who she loved more than you. And boy, oh boy, that's going to tear you the fuck down. Do you hear me? Oh, yeah. It's going to be one woman who come along who love her and going to patch her up and do her the way her mama should have done her. And bitch, she going to leave you for dead. And you going to have a heart attack, a conniption fit, a stroke, and everything else. And guess what we going to be over here saying? That's what you get. Stop doing that. You cannot control your children. If you don't have to listen to me, watch. All you people who think that you can control your children and do them the way that your parents did you, watch. My mama used to say a hard head make a soft ass. A lot of you bitches walking around here with baby booties. A lot of people walking around here with baby booties, and I can't wait till they get tapped. Let's move on. I'm not going back and forth. People set in their ways. That's why the old folks say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's why my message is about to start being geared toward the kids. No cap. That's why I'm about to start working with the kids. For the adults who want to know and want to hear it, I'm here for y'all. But I'm about to start targeting toward the kids, man. This is crazy. You can't teach an old dog. You cannot make a motherfucker do what you want him to do. You can't. And if you think like that, you a narcissist and you need to go see somebody. I don't care if it's your child or not. If you believe in your heart of hearts and in your mind that you should have any control over any human being, your husband, your child, your mama, any person outside of yourself, if you believe that you should have any say-so or any control, you have mental health issues. You are textbook fucking narcissist, and you need to go see somebody. And if nobody never told you before, I'm gonna tell you today, you a narcissist, bitch. Said what I said. I said what I said. If nobody never told you before, Voodoo done told you today. You a narcissist, bitch. Yeah, you sure is. That's exactly what you is. Let's move on. Y'all gonna run y'all kids out your life. Y'all gonna run them out your life, and then you're gonna be sitting there looking stupid. And then I'm gonna be sitting there saying, I told you. You can't control that. That's their life. Let them live their life. You lived yours. Your mom ain't want you with that rag ass nigga you had your children for. When your hot ass was sneaking out your mama window, giving your mama the blues to go get fucked on by that nigga. Hello? Your mom ain't want you with that nigga. But what you did? Did you not continue to creep out the window? Did you not continue to have churn by that nigga? Did you not continue to fulfill the prophecy that your mama told you? That nigga gonna get you pregnant and leave? Did that not all happen? Now you gonna flip the script and get older and turn into your mama? But see, the problem is you think it's gonna work the way it worked for you and yours. And that's where we make the big bucks. You get it? Let's move on. I ain't going back and forth with nobody. I ain't about to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, all you can do for your children is instill the values into them and hope that they follow. One thing about value systems, though, when you instill it in them, it ain't going nowhere. Even when they mess up and make the wrong decisions. One thing about a value system, it will always remain with a person, with a child. I promise you. So don't feel like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? But stop trying to control the kids. And then for Jazz herself, I'm telling you, that's gonna mess her up. It has already messed her up. I know it has. Like, your first love, any child's first love is their mother, not the daddy, not the doctor, not the parent and their name, not the sister, not the brother. Any child's first love is their mother. Do you understand what that does to a child when the first love breaks their heart? Let's move on. Y'all like the video? Like the video. Tami wrong for that, man. Tami wrong for that. I'm not okay with that. Tami wrong. Now I want to get into Chicago and ICE. So y'all, ICE is in Chicago, and they going at it with the Hispanics. Now, first of all, the first thing I wanted to check and see was there niggas out there. Now, I didn't see any when I looked last night, but we gonna look together. And I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that the clears are going at it with the immigrants, and it don't have nothing to do with us. However, because Chicago is deemed to be a black city, you know how they do. They're gonna try to make it seem like they out there messing with us. Let's get into a little bit of footage of what's going down there in Chi-Town. Hold on.
Herman, get back! Alma. Where is she at? I don't know.
Now, let me tell y'all something about the media, right? The media will try to make this seem like this is a war on black people, and it's literally not. They put these people in black areas for a reason, okay? So that when they put out this media, you got to think like the enemy. When they put out this media and then history looks back at it, they want it to seem as if we were the ones under attack. And it goes to show you that most of the history we read is cap, okay? But anyways, they wanted to seem like it was an attack on black people, and it wasn't. It was them going in, getting them damn immigrants. And as we can see, it looks like mayhem. Niggas don't have nothing to do with what ICE got going on in Chicago with these foreigners with the hard ER. We just don't. We didn't have nothing to do with them from the beginning. We just didn't. However, they would try to make it seem like we did. And now all of this footage has gone out. Now, most people will feel like, oh my God, this is horrible. I can't believe they did this. And I would say if you are black, especially black American, and you don't have that same sentiment for your own people, then shut up, please, and thank you. We don't need you to say nothing. That don't have nothing to do with us. Whenever we get our head bashed in, there's never another group of people sitting around saying, oh my God, this is horrible. Let's go help them. So shut up. Please and thank you. Okay. Now, fast forward. Who this Asian woman here? Who this Bruce Leroy looking ass bitch right here? Who this Bruce Lee looking ass bitch is right here? So look, she takes to the internet. I told y'all, black Americans, I told you the most valuable things we have, two of the most valuable things we have are our melanin and our energy. We never realized how valuable our energy was until now, until the election, when black America, by and large, either pulled back from one party or set out for the election altogether. Not only did you physically pull back your vote, you pulled back your energy. But you had been doing that. When the stuff popped off in the Middle East with Israel and all that stuff, what did black Americans do? What did we do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We pulled back our energy. So much so, there was boycotting and protesting all up in downtown Atlanta, all types of stuff, just trying to get us to give them our energy. And black America, I say we need to give ourselves a round of applause, because if this was a test, we get an A+. When I tell you, we have been so successful in withholding our energy from these people, and it is causing them to spiral. It is literally causing the clears of all persuasions of milkshades to spiral. Us simply not saying something. I'm not even talking about going protest or nothing. Us simply not saying something about what's going on in their situation is having them lose their minds. And it's to show you, black America, that your energy is precious. It is precious, and it is so powerful that you need to maintain this energy. And not only that, you also need to be taking that energy and putting it within yourself. Because if your energy can get people into political offices or can get people out of wars, then could you imagine if black Americans, if we put our energy together for ourselves, what we could do? Think about it. I'm going to ask you one more time. If black Americans can put their energy together and persuade whole entire political elections, federal political elections, if we can take our energy and persuade elections, what could we do if we took our energy and put it on ourselves? Food for thought. Just food for thought. So long story short, black Americans have been doing, like I said, an excellent job, amazing job of withholding our energy, that too, but withholding our energy so much so we were so unbothered when we put the boots on the ground, girl, they canceled the whole song. I ain't heard it ever since. Girl, Carnival came out. All I know is the niggas, I'm going to tell you how it happened. I was there. I know what happened. I was there, girl. Cowboy Carter came out, Beyonce colonized or uncolonized or recolonized, whatever word you want to use, country music, and took over that. Niggas went out and bought cowboy hats and cowboy boots and drove. They was flying off the shelves like lamb chops. You should have seen it, girl. Then all of a sudden, Whoa, 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 I got my boots on the ground. And mind you, all of this mayhem going off, niggas in wars, cheering, getting popped off at the doggone border, and we hitting the boots to the ground. Girl, we was so doggone unbothered with the boots on the ground. Carnival came back and said, oh yeah, bitch, we got something to hold you bitches. Carnival came back and canceled the boots on the ground. Now, I told y'all I'm a conspiracy theorist, but y'all gonna say I'm crazy, and I know what I'm talking about. Carnival canceled the boots on the ground right after that boat sailed out to the middle of that ocean and the aliens came up. I said, as soon as Carnival docked off that doggone land and went to the middle of that ocean, and that boots on the ground got on that boat, and them niggas with them fans and them hats and them cowboy boots with them sparkles on the back, them niggas got on that boat in the middle of that ocean and put them boots to the ground, and the aliens came. I don't care what y'all say. You do know dancing is spiritual. Hello? Especially for us. Hello? Now, my conspiracy theory was the reason they got rid of the dance off the Carnival cruise was because y'all called the aliens. That's what I said. But people called me crazy and they laughed. And it's cool. But I ain't gonna hold you. It's starting to sound more and more like it. But either way, right after that, y'all, boots to the ground was going all together. Stop me when I start lying. Even Fantasia tried to revive it and couldn't. Stop me when I start lying. Hello? Hello? Is anybody home? Right after that, not only was it canceled on Carnival, it was canceled everywhere. When the last time y'all heard the boots on the ground? I'll wait. Poor Miss Shirley, the little bitty girl, she was on a high run, doing real well, and they done got rid of the whole boots on the ground. Mm-hmm. Why you think they did that? Now, who's crazy? Is it me? Or is it one of y'all? To me, it sounds like I'm not the crazy one. I believe that boots on the ground shit, I believe that when we get together with our energy, hello? I believe when we come together under certain energy in certain spiritual doggone situations, we can call on all types of stuff. Now, when I said it, y'all called me crazy. And I laughed with y'all and Kiki, but I ain't gonna lie. My theory is kind of giving me more energy than it. Hello? Hello? Hold on. Stop. I'm gonna stop you when you start lying. Keep talking. I said it. I said, I believe the boots on the ground with the cowboy boots and the spats and all of that. I said they done took the doggone boots on the ground out the ocean because we was down there calling the aliens. Y'all called me everything but the child of God. And I've been called worse, so I wasn't really tripping. You feel what I'm saying? And then boom, here come aliens pop up, boots on the ground, not only take off the seat, it's going off the whole playlist. Even Fantasia couldn't bring it back. And that goddamn verse was fire. Boots on the ground. That bitch was fire. Especially with where them fans at? Bitch, I wanted to go get my fan back out the closet. I had them been put my fan up. I had kept one in the trunk and then took it out. Girl, when Tay-Tay came back with the remix, bitch, I was about to go pull my fans back out. But when I went upstairs to get my fan, I came back and ain't nobody else had no fans. Why you think that is? It's something spiritual happening. It happened in the movies. In that scene on Sinners, when they were in that, put a 3 in the chat if you saw the movie and you remember this part. In the scene on Sinners, when they were in that juke joint and they got all of that music going, y'all remember we all got the same goosebumps when they was playing the music, and we all got the same goosebumps. Stop acting crazy. And if we all got the same goosebumps as I'm getting right now, then that means it's definitely spiritual. Stop it. If we all got the same goosebumps as I have right now, then it's definitely spiritual. Now let me go on. So in that juke joint, all them niggas, boots on the ground, with all that energy and all that spirituality, what happened? Just a theory. Let's move on. I'm just saying it's just a theory. But I'm a conspiracy theorist, so it makes sense. Now, let's get back to the Asian lady. Now, because we pulled back our precious energy, and like I said, congratulations to all of Black America. You did an amazing job. And listen, this is only the first. We got so much more to do. By the time we get to pulling back our energy, man, look, we about to change the world. Do you hear me? Oh, yeah, we're going to watch them kill each other off, and then we're going to come back and pick up the pieces. Mark my word. We're going to let them kill each other off. And then we gonna stand back and wait for the rubble to finish, and then we gonna step right in. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, we pulled back our energy, and the clears at first was losing their minds. All of the milk persuasion people was losing their minds, and then they kind of subsided. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, shit must be going real bad. Here come a new Asian with something else to say. Now this time she's calling out Black American women, asking us, do we not have any heart, any humanity? How dare you, bitch, all the shrimp fried rice we done fed you and your kids? How dare you stand by and watch all of this atrocity? Check it out.
We're watching democracy fall in real time. Fighting for your freedom is brutal. It's exhausting and it is dangerous. And freedom has never been won from the comfort of a couch. I hope that besides getting on your platform and yelling that we're not coming outside, that you're doing other things to help, like boycotting, mutual aid, grassroots organizing.
How about this, slut? We ain't doing shit. How about that? We don't have to do shit for y'all. Y'all don't do shit for us. Name me the group of Asians that ever done anything for one nigga, let alone a group. Bitch, y'all in our communities all over America poisoning our people, preparing the food on the ground. Bitch, y'all put up stores in neighborhoods where people don't have access to fresh food, so they only have to come to y'all. And you bitches out there preparing the food on the ground with the rats and frying it up in deep fries and feeding it to the people. Bitch, we don't owe you shit. Have you lost your motherfucking lamb chop and your chopsticks? Bitch, we don't owe you nothing. No, we ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. And what's gonna do of it? What's gonna come of it? We don't owe you shit. Are you insane? I hope you guys are doing something. We ain't gotta do shit. You in here poisoning my community. Everywhere, not just in North America, in the Caribbean island. I done been out there. Y'all all over this side of the world, poisoning everywhere you go. And you gonna sit your yellow ass up here and say, Black Americans, I sure hope you guys are doing something more. Bitch, we ain't doing shit. What of it? We don't owe you nothing. We ain't never owed you nothing. As a matter of fact, you owe us, and you need to go find them real Asians over there, the black ones, because you motherfuckers is cosplayers anyway. You ain't the real Asians. This is how powerful your energy is. They crashing. Look.
And you're using your platform to encourage others to do the same thing. But make sure you're doing something and stop acting like your apathy is activism. Who
this bitch thinks she talking to? Black America, these foreigners and these crackers got everybody coming over here feeling like they could talk to us any type of way. And I despise it. Bitch, who you talking to? They got these foreigners with the hard ER. Because see, Black American women, y'all want to praise Jasmine Crockett for going off on the crackers, but nobody saying nothing about this. They got these foreigners coming over here feeling like they could wag their fingers at us. Fuck no. You squid eating bitch. We don't have to do shit, man. Watch out. Do this bitch have papers? This is the audacity of these people. Insanitary.
Are not our ancestors. I used to hate that saying because it's disrespectful, but now I get it because our ancestors were brave. They were built different. And some of y'all are built like your ancestors because a lot of y'all had cowards for ancestors.
Now that right there. Now, if I talk about her shriveled up old ass, rice eating ass ancestors, if I talk about them fucking colonizing, fucking live turtle eating fucking ancestors, I'll be wrong, huh? I'd be wrong if I talked about them little bitty girl boy ass parents she had. I'd be wrong. I'd be wrong to say that's why them bitches age like soy milk. I'd be wrong. Now you won't say some of our ancestors was cowards. No, bitch, yours was. All of that colonizing they did over there, and you think them black folks ain't about to rise up over there? Uh-huh. Y'all ain't even one of the good clears. Man. My ancestors are coward. Bitch, yours was cowards. They still cowards. They gonna die cowards like you a coward. You can carry your ass back to Asia for as I care. I don't know what part of the continent you from, but bitch, find a map, pick a spot, and go. You can get the fuck on. For as I care. Bitch, we don't owe you or nobody who look like your shit. And this is what I be telling Black America. Stop eating that shit they be giving y'all. They poisoning you. This lady blew me. My ancestors.
And it shows. My ancestors were way too badass. I already know that I do not measure up, even though I practice.
Girl, if your ancestors was that badass, you would be home somewhere in Asia. You wouldn't be here. If your ancestors was that badass, you would not be in America. You would have some sort of empire from whatever part of Asia your people come from. Your ancestors wasn't shit. Your ancestors wasn't nothing but some noodle eating bitches. And I said what I said.
Practically live outside, but we are living through our government being taken over. Hiding in fear won't save you and has never won a battle, and it will not win you your freedom either. So if you're too scared to come outside, fine. We heard you the first 50 times you said it. Cool, stay inside because the rest of us are working. But I will say that I believe that the people who put us in this mess need to be on the front lines. Latinos for Trump, Black MAGA, farmers for Trump, and of course, privileged white folks always ready to play savior, never ready to save themselves.
Girl, we need to take a lesson and learn from this. First of all, these people really talk to us like we kids. In Black America, we got part of the fault to blame in this. And let me tell you why. We put out all logic, rhyme, and reason to listen to a narrative from that enemy. When Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement helped all them foreigners come in here, as normal people, we're thinking because we're all one and land is for everybody, these people should have the opportunity to come here. But what we didn't understand was this was all a scheme that Ty set up. They poured all these foreigners in here to do just what they think they're doing now, to wag their fingers at us. Oh, you niggas ain't nothing. You ain't and your ancestors and give them a false sense of superiority. Even though these are the same people that's poisoning us, these are the same people that, you know what I'm saying, do us dirty. Now, they say she has some Black ancestors. That's a whole other story. Let me tell you something, another thing, too. All these new races of people, all these people coming up with these fake-ass ancestors and all that stuff, y'all can have that. Y'all can have that. I'm not saying she don't have no nigga in her, but what I'm saying is she ain't what you think she is. I was about to say something else. Lord, please, brother.
Us in this mess need to be on the front.
Shut your ugly ass up. Look. Now, they say this her.
I've never seen men say anything nearly as satanic, demonic.
So she responded to somebody's post, and she says, and your son is in a grave because you raised him to be a bullet bag. How are you sleeping at night knowing that? Those bags under your eyes tell it all. I want to go back into what the conversation was about. So she called this Black dude a bullet bag. I guess he must have commented under her stuff. And this is what he had to say
on this application ever. But women, creatures, and demons like this can say bullshit all day long. And I might get this video removed just for cursing. But she can say stuff like this and have 70K plus followers. TikTok is not for men. It's for misandrous and it's for all those alternative men. And if you're a woman in general, they're fine with you being on the app. But this app is a misandrous, demonic app. Literally, if you're not tap dancing, doing something that keeps people happy and entertained, they block it. Any conscious thought coming from men, it's blocked. But
nigga, you just unhealed children. God, here you go. Now he hate women. Oh God, I know that's coming next. This is why I hate women.
This demon can run free and build a voice.
All right. Even though he mixing up the message, I understand what he's trying to say. Listen. The thing about it is, like Grok on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and all this stuff, listen, you got to understand, all of this stuff is racist. They create AI to be racist, okay? It just is what it is. It's not about, really, to be honest, it's really about who you align with politically in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? And as far as TikTok, that lady should be taken off of there for calling that man, saying his son is a bullet bag and all of that stuff. But this is the same people who want to play like we all unity, we all together, UNITY. Let me tell y'all something. Black America, ICE don't have nothing to do with us. What them folks got going over there is nothing to do with us. They are trying to get our energy. They are desperate. They are desperately trying to get our energy. We don't realize how valuable it is until you take it away. It's like having a boyfriend who never takes you seriously, who never wants to do right by you, but it's not until you leave the nigga that he realizes, oh snap, let me get it together. Or right when you get ready to leave him. But by that time, it's too late. You see what I'm saying? Like, we have to understand that these people know who we are. They know exactly who we are. This is why every time you turn around, they trying to pull us in some stuff. It's some racial stuff on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram every single day, especially between the neighborhood talk, the shade room. All they're trying to do is to spark your energy, to get you involved, get you upset. That's why you're hearing about all these racial situations. Think about it. You starting to hear about them more now than you've ever heard about them in the past. But all they doing is trying to spark your energy so that they can harvest it for their own power. Your energy is power. This is why they getting so bad and so mad. Now they getting to calling us and cursing us out. This lady done dragged for our ancestors and everything. That's how desperate they getting. It's bigger than a vote. We dealing with spiritual warfare here, people. This shit is way bigger than a vote. You only looking at it as a vote. It's way deeper than that. It's way deeper than that. These people are on life support without your energy. This is what I need you to do. First of all, ground your energy. Put your feet to the soil outside. This is going to make your energy stronger. This is going to make your energy more potent. This is going to make your energy work so much better. But instead of giving them your energy, put that energy back into yourself. Put that energy back into your family, your house, your children. Because think about it. If we can put our energy together and do the boots on the ground and have them completely take it off the seed, if we can put our energy together and do all these other things and persuade elections and all these things, what could we do if we put that energy into ourselves? What if we all got together and conjured up our energy and say, you know what? Let's all conjure up our energy to break a generational curse. And that shit really worked. Has anybody ever thought about stuff like that? No, because religion and the enemy has told you that that's hogwash. It ain't gonna never happen. Ain't nobody worried about your energy. We just need your vote. No. Way deeper than that. What you're witnessing is it's like watching somebody detox. You watching all these people around us detox. And I've never seen in person anybody detox off of heroin, but it always reminds me of that. Whenever I see the foreigners with the Hardy R crashing out, calling us everything but the child of God, it reminds me of watching like any old 90s movie. Whenever one of them niggas was getting off heroin, what they start doing? Going into convulsions, drooling at the mouth, throwing up. Yeah, withdrawals. They go through the whole bit, right? because their brain is going into shock. That's the reason why your body does all that. Your brain goes into shock and say, wait a minute, what the? That's what happens. This is what's happening with us pulling back our energy, people. If you pay attention, just pay attention. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to say nothing. If you pay attention to the people outside, they literally going through withdrawals. Look, hold on. Listen to this lady. And she ain't the only one, but they literally going through withdrawals. Check her out.
Make sure you're doing something and stop acting like your apathy is activism. We are not our ancestors. I used to hate that saying because it's disrespectful, but now I get it because our ancestors were brave. They were built different. And some of y'all are built like your ancestors because a lot of y'all had cowards for ancestors.
One thing I know, whenever you in a back and forth with somebody, and this is y'all take this with y'all moving forward. And I learned this on my healing journey. But I've been knew it. I just didn't know I knew it. Most of y'all already know this and don't know you know it. Whenever you in a dialogue or back and forth with a person, whenever that person got to go solo to where it don't make sense, then you already know they lost. For instance, she on here talking about us not saying nothing about what's going on with ICE. And she had to go all the way to ancestors. What the fuck our ancestors got to do with you bitches fighting ICE? But that's how you know she already lost. In her mind, she already lost. Now, what she's trying to do is pull your energy down to her. So now she gonna do what? Try to hit you where it hurt. You see what I'm saying? How I'm gonna hit these niggas where it hurt? Ooh, they love their ancestors? Bet. You guys are not your ancestors. Your ancestors were cowards. You see? Does that make sense? Withdrawals. It's the same thing. Think back to them old movies from New Jack City to King of the Hill, King of New York, and all them old ass movies when them boys is on that heroin and they get to going off and they go through withdrawals. They get the flapping like fish and shit, and they get the foaming at the mouth and throwing up, and you be scared. I know every time I ever watch it, I be like, ooh, whoa. I be scared to get my flu shot after that. You feel what I'm saying? That's literally what's happening internally to these people. Now, the only difference is they can't physically wig out, but what they can do is intellectually, emotionally, and then internet-wise, wig out the same way. And that's to get us to respond. But baby, you're not going to get that. At best, you'll get us ribbing your ass. You'll get us telling you ain't shit, talking about chopsticks and some maybe a little soy sauce. But for the most part, you're not about to get no arousal out of us with this. We protecting our energy. Listen, that's a phrase we have been using for how long? Protect your energy. Keep that same energy. You don't even know when you talking about the value in shit. When you don't even know that you talking about how valuable it is when you saying it. Think about it. I'm trying to protect my energy. You only protect something that's valuable. Think about it. You've already knew this and you didn't even know you knew it. The reason I know you didn't know you knew it because I didn't know I knew it. You protect your energy because it's valuable. That's why when somebody call you, hey girl, you coming over here, girl, we putting some meat on the grill, boom, 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 boom. What's the first thing a person who's trying to protect their energy say? Who all over there? Put a 3 in the chat. Anybody who's trying to protect their energy or anybody who want to make sure that their energy is intact from the moment they go to a place and leave, the only way they do that is say, who all over there? Because if you say the wrong name, I'm not coming. Why? I need to protect my energy. This is how valuable this energy is. I need to protect my energy. So you want me to come by the crib, you got meat on the grill, and you got liquor, I'm there. But who all over there? Does that make sense? You already knew how valuable your energy was. You just didn't know it. I'll give you another example. Keep that same energy. This is how valuable and how precious energy is. When we Black Americans say keep that same energy, following that is typically violence or something to match the energy you gave us, which is not a positive thing, right? The reason we say keep that energy is because when I come, it's like going to the trunk for your blicky. It's like it's the same thing if niggas getting into a fight or argument at the park and one nigga go to the trunk for his blicky. That's the same thing happening when you say keep that same energy. All you doing is coming back with the energy to match. This is how valuable, hello? I hope I'm making sense. This is how valuable and how powerful that energy is. I can't match you right now, but keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. This is the energy that the enemy has been stealing from us, harvesting from us, and using to make them rich, make them happy, and make them have their heaven on earth while we suffer in hell because we didn't realize, like dummies, myself included, we walking around excluding gifts. I mean, not excluding. We're walking around just like gifts coming out of nowhere. Everywhere we turn, gifts just oozing out of our skin, and we don't know it. And that's the objective of the enemy. Make them slaves, but don't let them know that they are. Let them, and that's why these foreigners come over here talking to us like that. Everybody comes over here to capitalize off of us. I told y'all it's one big joke, and everybody is in on it. Now, if they want to take your organs, if they want to take your eyes or your skin, all they got to do is kidnap you, put your poster up on a Walmart wall, and you'll never be seen before. But it's so much harder to take your energy. Why you think that is? That is your protection. They can't touch your energy, but you can give it away. Let me say it again. They can take your melanin. They can kidnap your ass, roll your ass up in a mat like they did the young brother up in Georgia, and leave your ass out there with no organs. If they wanted to take that, they can take that. But they could never take your energy. You have to give it to them. How do they make you do that? How do you give them your energy? Celebrities, politics, religion. That's the top 3 or 4. Internet. Again, I need you to understand how powerful and how valuable your energy is. Energy caused boots on the ground to be canceled. Everybody in Nemo heard Fantasia's remix of Boots on the Ground. And everybody in Nemo was going back in the closet to dust off their fans. And we haven't heard the shit since. You think that's a coincidence? Or you think I'm a conspiracy theorist? I be that. I take that. But I'm telling you now, this shit is deeper than rap and deeper than you could ever even imagine. Protect your energy. Value your energy, because they do. You need to. With that being said, y'all, I love y'all down to the ground. I got to get off of here and do love and hip hop. Y'all, I will catch y'all on the next one. Shout out to all of y'all in the building. Love, 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 love y'all. Make sure y'all like the video if you're new to the channel. Subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Peace, y'all. Oh, Lord. Bye.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah, 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your Listen.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.